Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim.
Yerushalayim. Okay, so I wanted to continue a little bit about what I was saying before, that basically there's an attempt both by the rabbinical establishment, by the mainstream culture in America, and by the mainstream Chiloni or secular culture in Israel, which is basically kind of tries to be an offshoot of American culture, to indoctrinate and destroy the youth and basically brainwash them, so and turn them into slaves. So
more like psychopaths
yeah, that's part of what they do, unfortunately. So
for political reasons.
Absolutely, and there's a particular, and this has been written about on in various books, there's a particular attack against boys. Boys are now, if they can't sit still in school, are given Ritalin, or given Adderall, or given all kinds of, or given all kinds of chemicals and drugs, and if their behavior problems continue, instead of dealing with it in positive ways, they're given psychiatric medication, which basically sets them on a path for complete self-destruction in the end. And the reason for this is that the society, especially the Western liberal culture, wants to destroy the boys because the boys grow up to be the men. The men traditionally are the heads of the household, the king of the castle, so to speak. And so there's a deliberate attempt to weaken the boys, weaken the men, so that basically the government can take over that role of being in control of the family and being in control of the children, being in control of everything. So for instance, God forbid, as a parent, you should hit your kid to discipline him, but the government can certainly hit your kid if your kid so much as wises off or even looks at a policeman the wrong way, he could get hit, handcuffed, shot, tasered, God knows what. So the attack is particularly on boys and then on men, to basically emasculate them and basically to,
as young as 2 years old.
Yeah, starting from a very early age, they're already indoctrinated and they're already enslaved. So my message first and foremost is to everybody, but also especially to the youth. I don't care if you're a youth that's an American youth that's non-Jewish. I don't care if you come from a qara'im, from an Orthodox background, and you're sick and tired, something's wrong, and you just don't know what to do about it. And I don't care if you're an Israeli kid, either Chiloni or Dati. I want you to be free. So if you ever want to talk to me, if you ever want to call me or contact me, you can do so through my YouTube channel, and I would love to help you, as I have for many youths, including Eliezer, even though he's a little bit older. Help them achieve their own sense of freedom and not be indoctrinated as a slave by the system. So that's what I have to say about that. There's a lot more to say about that. Eliezer, any other topics you want me to talk about here?
Yeah, the fact that the fact that I came from more of a modern Orthodox family. I had a supposed illness called ADHD, and before that I was in first grade, and I almost fell through the cracks. I was sent to special education, held back 3 grades, and then.
If I can interrupt for a second, basically Eliezer was told he was an idiot because he didn't feel comfortable in the system, but he found his own way, and now he's now. How do you feel about your life, Eliezer?
Right now, I feel bald as an eagle.
And you certainly are, as a matter of fact, especially after you got your head shaved. Okay, at any rate, so I want to talk more about, in the rest of this video, I want to talk more about Torah, about indoctrination, about the whole idea that really Pshat Torah is what it was originally meant to be, is freedom. When you are in line with Yehovah, when you're following his way, I don't care if you're Jewish, I don't care if you're non-Jewish, if you are following his way and you're living in sync with his ways, then you're a free person. And if you're not, then you're going to end up being indoctrinated by one system or another, whether in ancient Egypt it was the Egyptians indoctrinating you, or in modern times, whether it's the American system indoctrinating you, or in Israel, the Israeli system indoctrinating you, your only escape to freedom is to understand what Yehovah really, really wants. And at the end of the day, he wants us to be free. He wants us to be nice to each other. He wants us to enjoy his world. He really wants us to make the most out of our lives. So get more into that a little bit afterwards, and maybe give some more examples. This hike on Mount Katadhin is a perfect metaphor for, I think, what Yehovah wants for us. He wants us to feel happy and free and enjoy every moment of his world.
Yerushalayim.